All right. Okay. I'm going to touch base a little bit on some stuff. Never get it right. I usually go into something in my mind, and then something else will pop in. So then I'll talk about that, and then I'll forget about, my mind goes in many different directions. So I'm going to try and touch base on this new earth thing and this manifestation of where God's children are going. Once upon a time, long time ago, there was a forest. There was a forest with women in it. There was a forest with butterflies and fairies and elves and unicorns and dragons and deer and all sorts of beautiful animals. This place is in your consciousness. It's in your mind. It's in your heart. It's not like it's a distant place, that it's far, far away. It's just that the energy of this time period, the love frequency that the women had back in the forest, being connected to the green man and being connected to Source and their divine Father, is what's been taken away. The feminine have been manipulated in that reality and in this reality of the fake torn one. The one who has come to them in spirit. The one who says he will give them everything. The manipulation of the women today, looking outside of themselves for the perfect man, is the manipulation. Because the women will lower their standards in this reality to a man that is no good. Because they're not in the presence of enlightenment, and they're not in the presence of Divine Father, and in the presence of the one who comes out of the forest. The women today have been taken away from what they love. They've been taken away from the presence of the unicorn, from dancing in the forest. Everything has been destroyed in this reality. The mind, the spirit, the love connection to those times. This split in the mind, the split in realities, this ascension, these revelations, these end times is not the end of the world. It's the end of this world. It's the end of the demonic world, the world that was created out of the fall. Because this mind of yours is connected to the fantasy world. It's connected to daydreaming, imagination. So when they talk of manifestation, this thing outside of you wants to manifest inside of you. It wants to be the Kundalini. It wants to be your material man and your spiritual man. It wants to keep you on a lower vibration, to keep you confused, keep you away from what you used to love, which you still love. But this mind and what has come into it through this reality has taken you away from that which resides in your soul and in your spirit, because that forest that you once knew in a past life that you daydream about, that's Gaia Sophia, Mother Earth, at her most beautiful. The animals are free. The children are free. Everything is protected. Everything is beautiful. And when she fell, when Gaia fell, Adam and Eve fell, the fallen angels fell, the unicorns, the killing of the last unicorn, the hijacking of the dragons, and all the mystical creatures disappeared. Because they were being hunted. Two realities merged, good and evil. The evil came into Mother Earth, came into Gaia. We had wars, internal wars, spiritual wars over eons. But the mind can't comprehend it. All it knows is this reality. All it knows is what's been handed to them. People fantasize of this stuff. They wish they could go back. They wish it would return. People wait. People wait for Jesus. It's not going to be the way you think. There's a rainbow. There's an aura. There's a vibration of Gaia Sophia. And its vibration is so high because your mother is conscious, but you've been taken away from her, and you've been taken away from your father. They're here, but they're not going to announce that they are. It's up to you to step into your power. It's up to you to reconnect yourself. It's going to be painful. But if you open up your heart and you allow the green man in, the messenger of the Father, because the green man is actually Adam at his fullest. The green man is Adam in the tree, and Eve being the beauty that surrounds him. You know, this is what I know. This is the frequency that I'm on. This is what I can express of my mind. because that reality is here. No one told you to stop thinking of unicorns. They're taking the unicorns away from your children. They are taking your children away from this fantasy world as God created for them. Even though you're walking on Mother Earth, you're floating away in a balloon, unconscious. So God's creating a new world, a new reality, just like it was back in the day, just like the old forest, because this is what he loves. This is Gaia. Gaia in her full bloom is beautiful waters, mountains, animals, and no hell. That, outside of your house, has been created out of the fall. So in your mind, what we do in our mind is we think of this place and we allow this energy, this love frequency into us, into our hearts, because this is where we need to go. You can't look at any other thing. You can't look at First Nation stuff. You can't look at all this stuff because all this stuff has been manipulated and there's no spiritual path home. The only way home is through the Nordic path. It always has been. This is why they hijacked the white people, because the white people are the biggest tribe in the universe. They were sent down here many moons ago. They were sent down here in the form of druids before the Bible was even written, because they had everything in their mind. They knew everything. I'm not going to tell you everything that I know, but I see a tree. I see a tree with the core, a rainbow. There's a rainbow in the core of a tree. Not going to tell you what type of tree. It's your imagination. I see. Others see. But do they know what is being created from God for the children? Because he loves them and he loves the animals in the story.